a smooth loop. It like repeats and then it does a thing. It's good enough for right now. If you guys aren't watching on the video stream, make sure to tune in youtube.com/WeedPornDaily. If you subscribe there, you'll be able to see our live streams pop up on videos, pop up in your feed. Um, they'll just pop up. They just, for some reason, they don't show unless you're subscribed or unless I drop a link directly to you. So we're going to get right into the questions, man. No need to fuss, no need to muss here. So the first question we have, which, if you guys have ever bought wine or if you've into the wine industry, you'll find that wine is really fucking expensive. And it's not just expensive because it's like wine and it gets people drunk and fucked up and it's good and it's fine and rich people only drink it. No, like wine is actually boosted in price because there are inherent things in the particular market that make it boost its cost almost bad taxes. And essentially what it is with alcohol and what they do with cigarettes and they do with a lot of drugs is they add like recreational taxes on shit. So they literally are adding like literally just, if it was $5, it's gonna have to be $15 because it's not right for you or society doesn't agree with it or whatever reason. We just don't want you to have it. So we're making it more difficult by making it 3 times more expensive. And that's literally what they do with wine. That's what they do with tobacco. They do it with a lot of different industries. And they're kind of looking to do it with cannabis here, uninherently. I'm sure that wasn't the thing that they fucking sold it with, but that is one of the things that is a problem with Prop 64. It is creating this infrastructure that inflates the price of cannabis because it forces people to jump through loopholes. Suddenly I have to lab test my buds. Suddenly I have to hand it to a distributor who has to make money for his job, who hands it off to a dispensary, versus back in the day when I could just drive to the dispensary myself and hand it to him. It makes things a little more difficult, but at the same time, it makes the cannabis industry start walking through the same kind of motions that everybody else does. I start hearing these dispensary owners complain about particular things, and I'm like, yeah, That sounds like the things that everybody else complains about when they first get into business and they realize it's not as easy as just putting down money, opening up a shop, and starting to sell shit. You know, if you're selling food, suddenly you have to get FDA fucking standards and you have to make sure your place is clean, the food is packaged correctly. You can't just be giving people shit that you make in your fucking house and you don't clean shit and fucking, you know, there are standards. And people just weren't ready for them. Some of them are a little kind of unnecessary, you know, like the forcing people to do particular things. It is becoming a little costly. We're seeing it in Colorado where they're having to lab test their topicals and their edibles in multiple stages of the process, which is incredibly increasing the price because they can't just batch test one thing once go. You know, they have to dump money every time, test, multiple times for each particular product, each strain. Gets really expensive. So that was my response to Prop 64. Did you get that? Was that yes, no? I don't know. From Teabags and Madness. I come from the States, and I'm currently living in Australia. It feels almost impossible to find somebody who smokes here. Any tips on quickly changing the conversation after I try to casually bring up smoking with a new friend? So I want to understand this question. They're asking, like, any tips on quickly changing the conversation after I've, like, awkwardly brought up that I smoke weed, and I'm assuming the person probably doesn't. And you gotta kind of like, haha, just kidding, those fucking stoners, right? I'm assuming that's what you're asking. Man, you came to the right place. Because verbal parlance is my particular forte, my friend. Oh, I savor in these particular moments when you can just sit and analyze, especially when you're not there in the moment. That's the best time. You can just sit there and pretend all day what the particular conversation and the particular event would go down like, and you just play it over and over and over a million times in your head, playing different kind of scenarios out and different answers. I got you, bro. This is what we do. This is what I do. So you're talking to somebody. You're chit-chatting a bit, if I may. And you're like, he's got a beard. His eyes look a little glassy. He laughed a little too hard at that last joke, man. And it wasn't just out of politeness. I know politeness. I am a social butterfly. This guy has weed. Hey, do you want to smoke? Smoke what? That's my in! There's my in. Why would he say smoke what? Unless he had options. You want to go smoke some weed, bro? Oh, I don't smoke weed. I'm sorry. I smoked, you know, in my childhood, but I really no, I just can't. I'm sorry. I could drink if you want to drink, but I'm so sorry. It's hard. It's hard to come back from that. It's hard to.
I'm so sorry. I only drink alcohol. I only ruin brain cells.
Yeah, it's and then yeah, you start getting daggers thrown at you as well. You know, sometimes where they're like, and not purposefully discriminating against you, but discriminating against you because they're like, yeah, I choose this other substance that will kill my brain cells, will inherently inhibit my way to function, like emotionally, physically. You know, I literally will start to endanger people with my particular presence because this uncages almost the beast within me. No, I'm just getting out there now. But you know, it's fucking. How many people die on alcohol from just drinking it? How many people die from people hitting them on alcohol or like in a car or with their fist or something or just hitting the floor? You know, it's how many people have died versus weed. But then people will immediately tell you, yeah, I don't smoke weed, but I'll drink. I'll go drink. I'm drinking right now. You know, it's come on, bro. So it's even harder to come back with those people because you have to be fake. You have to put on the face. You have to be like, okay, woo, woo, step back. I can no longer be real here because being real was too much for you. Um, and you just step back and you're like, oh, I'm just kidding, man. You were acting a little funny, and I thought yeah, I was just kidding. Um, make it a joke. Make it seem as fake and crazy. Like what? Oh, I watched a movie last night and somebody made a joke like that. I'm sorry. I thought it'd be funny. Something like that, but in Australian. So you could do it in that accent. I'm not gonna do that right now. This next question comes from the Loner King Stoner. Have you guys ever thought about joining Massroots? We actually have a Massroots. I would pull it up, but I don't have the app.
I was gonna say the
But
app doesn't work.
the app doesn't work. I think I have a web. You can see the web version. They have a web version now. But we're WeedPornDaily on there. You can find us. Um, and I used to use the app a little bit, and at first when I used it, I could only upload like very specific things or something, or I actually couldn't even upload, and the app didn't even work, something like that. And I had to ditch the app, wait a while, finally updated, came back, and it worked a little bit, and I was like, great, I can finally upload photos, I can like stuff, and it works on my phone. My phone's a little old. I have the fucking, what is it, the 4S? So it's a little fucking dated. But still, like, it's a pretty simple app. I can run Instagram. Why can't, you know? Um, so we had a lot of problems with it at first, and even after being able to use it and really get into it, it was really not as large of a community. I felt like I was like in Instagram and I was in this big party with people, and I was like, hey man, what are you fucking smoking over there? Oh, that's fucking cool. Okay, ignore me, cool. Hey man, look at that. That was a really funny video over there. Cool, man. Oh, okay. Oh man, whoa, get your booty out of here. All right, moving on. Fucking, it felt like a diverse community. And then, like, you step through a door that says Massroots, and it's fucking dark, and you're like, hey, oh, where is everybody? And then you turn on the light, and the room's, like, really small, and you look, and it's still kind of empty looking. And there are characters in there. You see, like, fucking, I see you, We Smokes Joints, and I see you fucking, whoever the fuck, brands that are probably kind of sponsored to be on here. But where's everybody else? What?
Brands that got told that they had to be on Massroots.
Yeah, so it was a little, and like, I'm a big thing with like software development where you have to have some particular sort of API integration. If you're going to have a social community and you don't have a particular way to integrate other social networks, you are setting yourself to have a little island where nobody's going to fucking care about you. Because if I can't connect my Facebook, if I can't connect my Twitter, if I can't connect my Instagram to your fucking social network, I don't give a fuck. Because those are way better apps, way easier to use. I can just put my images on there and they should just feed out to your lowly little social network, because that's how you fucking build up. And that's how you fucking integrate and mesh and into this new matrix of social networks. And because of that, like, inherent, like, like, lack of API integration, I can't just add it to my ifit and feed shit to it, or feed shit off of it and read from the API. It just makes it like something that I don't want to work with. If I can't develop like an easy widget for it, or even just download a widget for it, for like whatever particular purpose, an app or like website or something, like, I'm not interested in using it. I can't, as a developer, even utilize this tool. This comes to us from Chris Francis, 1210. Growing your own Do you prefer outdoor or indoor? Love your blog. Trying to reset. Damn. Oh, there we go. There we go. This one's hard because I've never actually grown seriously. I've never actually been given the opportunity and the setting to really be able to like have like a fucking 1, 2, 3, 6, 12 plant grow, you know, like nothing. I've had like maybe 1 or 2 little baby plants that made little baby nugs in like a corner for like a small period of time when they could have happened, and that was it. You know, I haven't been able to really get into it. But if I had to, from just reading about it and looking at it and wishing and dreaming, particularly more so, I'd have to say outdoor is way more interesting than indoor. I mean, obviously, it's going to have to be a particular hybrid. I'm planning on doing that crazy shit where you have it flower or vegetate indoors rather for an extended period of time and really get it going good. And then you transfer that shit outside and you put it in one of those either like 1,600-gallon pots or whatever that you fucking see on Jorge Cervantes videos, or just put that shit in the ground because I have faith in my fucking soil and my till method. And just let that shit grow into one of those massive fucking trees that you see in those pictures where like you see one dude standing next to it and it's like a fucking 18-foot tall weed tree, Christmas-like fucking fashion. But yeah, man, like that would be my ideal growing situation. Like I want to take the plant to its fullest particular extent and just really maximize the particular efficiency of its output. You know, like I love indoor. You know, I love being able to fine tune and really control it and say that this particular bud is medically safe because no bugs or like outside air space, like it was grown in a sterile environment. Fucking I kissed it every day and put it to bed. Like I'm indoor, you know, but it's limited, you know, you can only do so much and you leave a footprint on the particular earth. So I feel like outdoor would be the most effective method and the most desirable end goal for me. Just have a massive greenhouse. Yeah. Yes. I have to order these things correctly next time because they weren't layering right. Yeah, but we got it. We got it. This next question comes to us from Smoky Sleep. I'm recently going to be moving to Maryland, and as I qualify for a medical card, I was wondering if you know what their legality stance is. I know that Maryland signed the legality of marijuana in 2014, but to my knowledge, there are 0 dispensaries. Um, so I'm actually going to pull up the WeedPornDaily guide here, live, and we're going to fucking answer this with our own particular info. And I'm actually going to pull up our business finder as well, just to verify that there are no dispensaries currently in Maryland. You can go to our business finder at put into the location Maryland, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. United States, and we're just gonna see what pops up, if anything. Boom, nothing. You got nothing over there, bro. What happened? You would be correct, sir. Um, and let's check our guide here on the website. We have guides for each particular state. So I'm just gonna pull up Maryland's real quick. Weeducation/states/Maryland. Internet's a little would be streaming. Maryland has a medical marijuana program that allows for patients to possess up to a month's supply and purchase it from state licensed dispensaries. In June 1st, 2014, the law first came into, effect. But the law was expanding upon a previous medical marijuana bill, which was establishing a system for registering patients and licensing dispensaries. So it's interesting. So you would think that they would have gotten their shit together because that's what this law was literally for. Um, but apparently not. And yeah, no dispensaries, bro. Sorry. I'm gonna verify that real quick. But I'm not finding any dispensaries, bro. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to find you weed. And I'm not. It's kind of scary. What are you doing out there in Maryland, bruh? Where do you get your weed? And Maryland's up in the tip, right? I'm looking at the map now.
It's
Where's
up in
Maryland?
the right corner.
It's it's a sliver. It's next to Maine. Well, not next to it, because that's New Hampshire, I think. And then it's...
What are we discussing again? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Maryland.
Maryland, yeah.
It's up there.
It's up there.
That little sliver, bro. What are you... Damn, bro, what are you doing for weed? Where are you growing it out there?
Right corner. It looks like a right angle.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Is no dispensary. I got one. It's in Baltimore. All right, get a pen out, bro. Get a pen. Okay, no, I lied. They don't even have a correct address on here. It's fake as fuck. This is fake as fuck, bro. So there are no Maryland dispensaries. I'm sorry, man. I would love if you check the Maryland tag on our Tumblr, weedporndaily.tumblr.com/tagged/Maryland. I'd be very curious to see if you can track any particular news articles that discuss the changes in legislature or licensing issues. Maybe people can't license shit for some particular reason. I don't know, bro. I tried to help. I want to be helpful. Or whoop. Let's fix that real quick. Now we'll answer it. This question comes from, man, I guess I'll say the name. This comes to us from Ezekiel-Zetsune on Tumblr. How do I submit stuff? Basically, I'm gonna see. Yep, I'll type it in just in case. I don't want to make mistakes. You go to weedporndaily.com/contribute, and there you'll be able to find a submission form that we've embedded from Tumblr. Normally, you'd go to weedporndaily.tumblr.com/submit, but that particular submit form sometimes can be buggy on people's particular browsers. And on our website, I've coded it in a way that extends it and ensures that it works for everybody, because we had issues where some of the buttons would come out of the frame, and Tumblr is a piece of shit where they don't ever update anything, and it was broken forever, and I had to fix it. So go to weedporndaily.com/contribute, submit there, and you can see your submission on our website, bro. weedporndaily.tumblr.com/tag/submission. Last question. It's the final fact down. Coming to us fittingly from Anonymous. I had this in like fucking reverse order, but honestly, in a way, life adds a little sarcasticness sprinkle on every little happy accident. So coming to us from Anonymous. Do you have a favorite strain? The most frequently asked question. Um, Let me reset that. Favorite strain? I don't know, man. It's so hard. Ask yourself that question, bro. Do you have a favorite strain? Can you really say, without a doubt, that you would fucking go on a desert island with one strain and be good? Like, that's it. That's all I need. I'm fucking done. Like, fucking, all I needed was some GDP in my life, bro, and fucking just put it in my vein right there forever, like a little steady feed, and I'll be Shaq. You don't even realize, bro. I'm the next level. Um, like, I don't know. It's really difficult to say if there was one particular strain. I feel like I go through them and kind of like, I use them as tools almost, like I use my Jack Herreras to like wake up in the morning and get my day started, get my energy, keep myself clear-minded, and clear my mind if it's muddled. But then I need like indicas at night, and I want something that's a little heavier. So I'm leaning towards kind of like heavy OGs, and I want shit that's kind of like gonna narcotic me in the mind and my body, because I am a fucking elephant and I have to be put down with some proper fucking heavy, heavy tranquilizers. Um, it's Gorilla Glue. It's some good shit that gets me level during the mid evening when I need to start winding down and I can't be cranked the fuck out. It's it's like coffee, bro. I couldn't even pick one particular type of coffee because I like shuffling between like four or five of them and even bringing in some new ones into the mix. It's hard. With food, with like weed, with like stuff like that, with drugs, it's not about monogamy, bro. You don't tie yourself down to one particular strain. Nah, bro, you gotta go and you gotta tango. You gotta toke it up with all the other strains because Jack Herrera, it's gonna love you, but it's not gonna support you like you want it to. It's not gonna be there in those cold nights like GDP will. But I'll leave you guys with that. Next time, I think I might incorporate more gifts. I'll just grab. I almost want to just grab like random gifts, and we'll just do random gifts or some shit. I don't know. Well, I want to fuck with this format a little more, infuse a little more into it. It needs a little something else. We're gonna spice it up. Don't worry. This is ever evolving. As you can see, the background is actually fucking 3D now and moving and fucking crazy. It's blowing my computer out, I'm telling you right now. Every other live stream runs perfect. This one has been like chugging because too intense. The vaporwave, too aesthetic. Aesthetic. I don't know how you would say it, but I'll see you guys next week. I'll leave you guys with that. 6, 7 questions. Feel free to ask us more, bro. We are always open to any questions. Stay regular. See you next Friday.